Said it's your boy, P Original, Mr. Influential. Hot topic conversation, stimulate your mental. Two cool brothers, same father, same mother. If you're looking for a show like this, you'll never find another. Why? Cause it's the Porch Podcast, so come on. Yeah, said it's the Porch Podcast. Yup, said it's the Porch Podcast, so come on. Yeah, said it's the Porch Podcast. Let's go.
Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy, DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm here with my brother,
P Original, baby. Welcome back, y'all. Y'all know as we say each and every week, could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate you. New week.
new episode.
Absolutely. And it's been some weeks, but we back. You know what I'm saying? We back, man. It's time this recording. We're in May.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever, man, we glad to be back here with y'all, man. Life's been lifing. Glad to have my brother back. Start off with a little toast on that first and foremost, so we get too far along. Mm-hmm. My brother. Cheers to y'all as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Radio land, you know, all you get is to hear us enjoy the sip.
Unless you tune in.
And I highly recommend it. Tune in, man.
Right.
It's an enjoyable show, man. I know you like listening, but it's even better when you tune in to watch it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, E, so I would ask you how's your week been, but it's weeks with an S, plural, more than one. So if you want to share, you know, some of the things, the pollen got me one of the weeks, y'all. I'm going to keep it real. I know I ain't the only person being, you know, hit by this pollen thing. This pollen's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that got me one of the weeks. I can definitely say that. Trying to get my little life together with that situation. But other than that,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Design, you know, for those who know him as Design's been moving and grooving. You know what I mean? But we back together again, baby. Mr. Zani, man. Yeah, man. He went, you know.
Zani is the Zen master. That's what it is.
So what you been up to, man?
Hey, man, being Merlin, you know.
Making it happen when it look like ain't no other way.
Yeah, being Merlin the magician, man.
Yeah.
Pulling the rabbit out of the hat, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Rabbits out hats, baby. Pulling them out. You know what I'm saying?
So,
celebrated the anniversary.
Right. That's what I was about to say.
My man.
Know, you know, let's clap it up for that 4 years.
Absolutely.
I hit the wrong one. I laughed first. That's crazy.
And it's crazy because the board's actually facing you and everything. Like it was upside down. Like, you know. But it's color coded.
It's been 3 weeks.
It's been years.
So, no.
3 weeks. It's been since episode 1.
A little rusty. Just missed a shot. That's all it was.
Okay, celebrating 4 years. We ain't gonna spend a lot of time with it. That's crazy. That's crazy. You rusty. You know. Unbelievable.
Yeah, celebrated 4 years. Took a nice trip to Dominican Republic. Went to Punta Cana. Enjoyed ourselves. Sat back.
That's part of the reason he was stuck there. He just got back. He just got back yesterday. Got over there. It's a whole. You got to follow him on. You know, Locked Up Abroad.
Don't put that out there like that. Don't put that out there. Nah, but as soon as we got back, man. Well, before we got back, I gotta give a nice, you know, recipe shout out to my brother, man. You know, I have to, you know, Taj, DJ Venom Davis, you know, that happened over the week. So that right there really sat me down a little bit because I heard it on my last day in vacation, and when I got back, it was just, you know, waves the whole time. Yeah. But, you know, he had a beautiful service. Everything's good, you know, but, you know, I'm going to miss my brother, man, but, yeah, one more time, we got to wrap it up for him.
Definitely, man. Definitely, doses go out to the family, man. Like I said, you know, Ty's good brother, like you were saying. Ty's excellent brother, man. He will definitely be missed, man. So, prayer for, you know, his family, you know, kids, man, strength, you know, to all of y'all, man. So, definitely one of them. I'm glad you brought that up. Not that we would have not have done it, but I'm glad you brought that up.
But, you know, I've been DJing some events, and energy's been high for me. Feels good being in the booth, like really being in there.
Okay.
Rocking a little bit, you know what I mean? So that, you know, we had Vet. We had to do her remember.
Absolutely. You know, happy birthday, Auntie, once again. That was dope.
Happy 65th birthday.
Yep. Absolutely.
Great time.
I was getting ready to say great time.
Great time.
Beautiful venue, man. Shantae, I think it's Infinity Venues.
Yeah.
Right there, John F. Kennedy. What's that?
JFK Way.
JFK Way.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say Boulevard or
nothing.
No, but definitely want to shout them out. Right, but in the borough, man, great venue. Right. You know what I mean? We don't get a dime for this other than the fact that we get to highlight, you know what I mean, a business that we think, you know, did an exceptional job. So,
yeah.
You know, great venue, great party.
Yes.
So that was a good thing. I was there with you with that, so that was dope.
Yep. That's it. That was great. Great. And then the next night I had to do actually an 85th birthday party.
Okay.
And again, it was a great time. You know what I mean? I got to play some of the classics, but I was having fun with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rocking with that, you know, almost felt like old school DJing, like, because
Sure.
I'm just bringing it back and everything, you know.
Sure.
You know, I'm playing George Clinton, I'm playing Pass the Peas, all that type
gotcha.
shit. Yeah, you know, so, but this one man in there was like, man, you are amazing, man. You are, man. I know some of these songs older than you. I can look at your face and tell.
Older people give out something. They can either do one or two things. Maybe I'm there. I'm sorry if it's kind of jumping.
Nah. Keep going. I like it. I love it.
Okay. They can either build you up or tear you down. You know, because they'll be the ones to tell you did great, but you don't know nothing about that. And it's like, are you complimenting me or are you kind of, you know, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like,
for real.
Hey, man, hey, you weren't even around for none of that, man. And the way you brought it in there, and you spent it, hey, and then you went the other way. Now, what I would have done is you would have danced to the music. You're not a DJ. But, you know, when they give you credit, honestly, man, when they give you credit, like older people, when they give you credit, you know, you take that like, you know what I mean, that's what's up. OG shouted, you know, yeah, you know what I mean? But like you said, you know, matter of fact, they can tear you down without opening their mouth, bro, from across the room. Right there, you see that? Just like that. So that's what's up, man. 85th birthday, man. Shout out to that person, whoever that was. 85 ain't easy. It ain't like 85 is guaranteed to everybody.
Nah.
85 years of life is a blessing. So I definitely want to shout that out.
And also, I want to shout out, because I was doing that event, I didn't get to make it to, you know, Cousin Sybil's 50th.
Oh,
surprise.
man, cuz,
so
man.
Happy birthday, cuz. Happy 50th birthday. I appreciate you. I love you.
Absolutely.
I know you always watch the show.
Absolutely.
Everything. So
absolutely.
Wish I could have been there. I did know I had an event, and I said I was going to make it, but it went longer than I expected. So, you know.
Yeah. Shout out once again, like he said, you know, happy birthday, cuz.
Yeah.
You know, I'm quite sure we'll connect, man, but it's a blessing. Like you said, celebrating 50 years of life. You know what I mean? And that's what's up. Everybody who had a hand in it, you know, Amber, you know what I mean? Cuz, everybody. Yeah. You know, everybody had a hand in it. I wish I could have been there.
Right.
Wish I could have been there. But, hey, 50 years of life, it's a blessing.
Right. So, that and then, but later that evening, I went to the TAFA, Trenton African American Fire Association, all black event.
Nice.
And I went right there. I just went up there, hang out, and got there and was moving around. I was in hospitality suite, everything. Beautiful event.
People were closed.
Huh?
It's an all black event.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
I did say Trenton African American. No, closed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say if I jump to conclusions, I don't want to do that, man.
But they had
it's been 3 weeks, see, I haven't seen you.
At the
I don't know how much you've changed. People change in less time than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know.
But beautiful event, man. Everything was nice. I missed the award show because of the event I was doing.
Yeah.
But after that, the after party was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And was there for a little bit and took it on down. And, you know, then.
Well, you'll be all right soon. Because the way AI is moving, you'll be able to make it at everything. Yeah. You know, it might not be you at everything.
Right.
But it'll be a version of you.
Yeah.
And then going to everything. So that's good, man. You've been, you know, so you had you left the country, came back, you know what I mean?
Just been moving. I got some motion going right now.
Got some motion going, you know what I mean? Great events, 65th, 85th, 50th. I tell you one thing. We didn't make it to Cuz joint. Yeah. But think about that, bro. And this is how life, and it just travels so quickly. We lost a brother.
Yeah.
And we celebrated 3 years of life celebration. 50 years old, 65, and 85. Life, man.
Yeah.
Life, man. Life moves, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. So I'm glad you was able to get all that. I'm telling you, I mean, it's piling. It's crazy in my eye, man. I've been trying to shake it. But I'm glad you was able to do all of that, man. That 3 weeks I've been, that we've been going. I know it seems crazy, but honestly, bro, shows like usual. I don't get too much standstill time. You know what I mean? Was able to go out support my daughter and a lot of the different things that she had, going on.
Right.
Shout out once again to Low Dance Studio for the amazing job that they did putting together that show. Snow White, my baby played Snow White on Saturday night. Phenomenal job. And then she had that whole week she had about 6 shows, starting on Saturday and then wrap up to the following Thursday night. So
beautiful.
GCIT, great school.
Right.
Did a great job with the show there. Shout out to everybody who was responsible for that, fundraiser on that. And it was dope. So that was one of the weeks. Other time, like I said, man, just moving and grooving. Just staying busy. Staying busy. Too much idle time ain't too good for me. So staying busy.
Right.
Brings us to where we are this week's episode, brother. I want to start off with a quote of the day.
Okay.
If you cannot find the peace within yourself, you will never find it anywhere else. Once again, if you cannot find the peace within yourself,
absolutely, you
will never find it
anywhere
else.
I agree.
Peter McWilliams.
All right, Peter McWilliams.
Your thoughts on it?
I agree 100%. You got to know what it feel like. Everything. See, we think it's off of what we see,
right?
But we don't understand until we feel.
That's right.
Whatever emotion, how it makes you feel. If it makes you feel upset, you don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
If it makes you feel full of joy, you like it.
That's right.
If it makes you feel easy and suave, then you have peace.
Absolutely.
Like, that. So you got to be able to feel it. But the only way you can feel it, you got to find it within to be able to feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to pretty much digest it and say.
Yeah. No, I think you're 1,000% correct.
That's all. So.
You know what I mean? The point that I broke down earlier, I mean, some people don't know peace because they've never recognized it.
Right.
And then you got some other people who have just never seen it. Now, recognizing and seeing something are 2 different things, right? Because like you can see something and not know what it is. Right? That's not, recognition is like that thing that is, you see it and you are, intrigued by it. You want to know how to either stay away from it or how to, allow it to be a part of your life and all those type of things. Recognition and seeing something is not the same thing.
Right.
A lot of times people do things like we were talking about before, just by habit. Like most things that are, not most things, but quite a bit of things are taught by repetition.
Right.
Right. Like if you see a person who's always look like they're stressed out and they're going through things.
Right.
And whatever their countermeasures of that situation is, whether it is, some people may be positive. We got some people that run. When they're going through things, they run, you know what I mean? Because their mind is racing, so they get their body to start moving and they start feeling differently about it. Some people look at that and go, wow, maybe that's something I want to keep in my arsenal one day if I'm having a tough time trying to rationalize with things. And they see how calm that person is when they're running. They see the peace that's on them. They recognize it. You understand what I'm saying? They saw it. Not only did they see it, but they recognize it. To some people, they may just look like a person running. But the people who are like actively seeking, how do I find that level of peace that I need to be able to calm myself in the middle of the storms of the things that's taking place in the world and stuff like that? Sometimes we don't take into account the things, and we think that we don't have any examples, right? Like, how many times me and you had conversations, either people will make excuses of not doing something because they claim they didn't have any examples. Although they know right from wrong. They know peace from chaos. They know all of those things, right? But they don't know, other than repetition, why they do some of the things that they do. So once again, like Peter McWilliams said, you know what I mean? You can't find, until you can find basically peace within yourself, you won't be able to find it anywhere else. And I agree with that, because we live in a world right now, bro, where there's a lot going on. We was talking about content.
Right.
Part of content, and the algorithm of things. I wanted to make a point to bring that up. Sometimes we don't understand that we create these things that feed us, right? Like if you look at certain things, bro, from your content, your social media stuff, and you watch these things, eventually you start to notice that your algorithm changed to consistently push these kind of things towards you. It's kind of one of those things, like that's what I just said a few minutes ago, when we talk about peace, talking about things that you recognize versus things that you've seen. If you create an algorithm in your life, right, take it out. Don't start that squeeze. If you take an algorithm and apply it outside of social media, but you apply it to your life.
Don't start that.
Like when you think about the algorithms of life.
Right.
Just think about how you apply that word alone. We didn't know nothing about no algorithms when we was younger. Nobody tell us.
We did, but we didn't know what it was called.
Hey, what was we looking at when we were younger? Because we remember life before YouTube and MySpace and Facebook, Instagram. We remember life before that.
Right.
What was the concept of algorithm? TV? Part
of it, but where I was getting ready to go was video games. So what I mean by video games is this. For example, when I think of the word algorithm, we know it's a flow, it's a constant, it's a thing, it's a pattern. Mm-hmm. Most video games when we would play, we would beat them by following a pattern.
Yeah.
All the time. So we were in the algorithm. We all would go, and then we would be all talking about this game, socially speaking on it, things. So in its own way, it was its own algorithm. It was the rhythm. We was a part of a culture.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So now social media is a culture, and if you're in the same algorithm, me and you are in the same algorithm, which we are, because we're sending videos to each other and they're recording our interests to each other, we're going to see the same video.
Yeah, and that's the word right there, though.
Yeah.
Interest.
Yeah.
That's the part.
Yeah.
Remember we was talking
about
that,
what I'm saying. Like, but that's the same thing what I meant about the video game, for you to understand the pattern of that game. Like,
that's a good example.
Like, you got to bend down and jump back so you can shoot like this, you do this and that. That's what I mean. It was a pattern for you to get through that board. That's how you had to beat the level. So every time we stay in the flow with something, like now, we just keep going deeper and deeper into that algorithm. That's all.
But that's
right. It's still interest.
No, it's interest, right? Like you said, it's a great point. A great analogy that you use with video games, because at that time, probably, it was a big thing, right? The things that they put in the game, we start learning how to, cheat the game and all that kind of stuff. You got to think about it right now.
Right. The codes.
The codes. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the codes.
You learn different things, right? Now, you would think that when the video game makers made it, unless you knew the code, you couldn't that means that it had to be programmed already into the game for you to even be able to put a code in to access it.
Right.
Because we weren't reprogramming video games.
No.
We weren't redesigning them and making them.
Nope.
Right? So that means think about coding. That's great that you brought it up like that.
Right.
When you think about the code aspect of things from the perspective of, okay, if you knew up, down, BA, select, start, right?
Yeah.
We ain't played that in years. Look at how that locked into my mind.
0073735963. That takes you straight to Mike Tyson.
Jail number. It's prison number. Now y'all know it. Put it down. International code. International. So now the point I was going to make
Why you keep trying to put me in jail,
I definitely don't. I'm definitely not. Your activities do that. But no, the point that I'm making in the situation is that algorithms, since we're talking about that content, we've always, because we were talking about peace. That was the initial conversation. Peace, even playing video games, bro. Even playing video games. That brings people peace sometimes. Some people are gamers, right?
It does.
I don't care what age you are. Like, there's a whole community of people that just play games. Like, listen, bro, I ain't bothering nobody. I can take out my feelings on this game, and I can enjoy this game, whatever it is, and I can be at peace with the situation.
I give you a perfect example of what you're talking about. And using the same situation.
Yeah.
I was at Goose Crib the other day.
Okay.
The day of the draft.
Absolutely. Shout out to Goose, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't speak on that,
too. It's been weeks, man.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't talking about a lot of stuff. We ain't talking about a lot of stuff.
So he come downstairs, because I first came in, his wife downstairs, we talking. He come down, he got this little portable game that Tiff got him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a little Nintendo games on it. He playing Mike Tyson Punch-Out on a game like this size, like a Game Boy almost.
Yeah.
He said, hey, and I was fighting down Flamingo and everything. And I was like, it took me all the way back. But it's what they did was just put it in your hand right here, this small.
Yeah.
So now you ain't got to be on the TV.
Well, everything else
like that, the phone's the same way.
Exactly. Well, that's what it's competing with.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like.
But it still was bringing me a form of peace.
It was bringing you a form of peace. Like, all right, ask this, why would she buy that game for him? Right? Yeah. You don't have any aspirations of being a boxer, right? He ain't trying to be a professional gamer. You know what she realized? Yo, this right here might be something that he just plays this. It relaxes him. He's calm. She wants to see her husband at peace. Even if it's something as small as a handheld game.
I told you. Like right? when my wife bought me my recliner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, A. What else are we buying recliners for, bro?
I said she thought about her husband enough to get him a comfortable chair.
That's what I'm saying.
One of the best gifts in the world.
Because she recognizes that
I
peace,
just need
right?
to take a seat.
You just need to relax, take a seat. And I want this to be for you.
Yeah.
Does that mean nobody else can't sit in the seat? I'm not saying that. But I specifically went out, and when I purchased this, I was thinking about my husband. Like that.
Yeah.
To me. So that's why I say some people don't ever even get a chance to recognize peace.
Yeah.
And then some people have never seen it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, we all on the move, y'all. I got something for y'all today that's going to make you go wow when you see it. I got something that, because you got to travel anyway, you're on the move, whether it's business or leisure or whatever it may be, right here. Right here. Super dope bag from a super dope company called Ugly Duckling. Makes men and women apparel, top-notch stuff, quality stuff. Let me stop talking about it and let y'all see the bag. That's really what you want to see anyway, right? First off, can we talk about how I come in a nice little netted bag here? You know what I mean? I think that's pretty good. Logo on the front right here, Ugly Duckling. Can we look at the quality of the stitching? Look at the stitching, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now you check this out. You see how you got the swan? Yeah, that's nice, right? We're going to take our time. We're going to turn around and hit it with this right here. Bam! See that on the back? They ain't sparing no expense. Bam! Look at this in the back. Huh? I didn't put that on there. That's part of it, bro. That's part of it. That's part of what it comes with. Look at the style. They want to make you... Ugly Duckling. Oh, Ugly Duckling. Yeah, that's who made this right here. Yeah, uglyduckling.com. Oh, yeah, got this and a whole bunch of other stuff. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I ain't gonna keep no secrets from y'all when I find a company that do it right. Huh? It's only right that I share this with y'all. So you make sure, if you in the market right now for some top quality apparel, i.e., look at my young vet salute, Jersey Cat apparel, and now, Ugly Duckling. Make sure y'all go check them out, man. Check that website out. I'm telling y'all, man. You're gonna love it. All right? That's all I got to say about that. But make sure y'all go to today for this bag and all the other super dope stuff they got. Y'all be good. I got a trip I'm on. I see y'all later. Get y'all bag. I got mine. Peace, man. Woo.
Like, you recognize the fact my wife went and bought me a chair so I can come home from my hard days of work or my long evenings of work.
Yeah.
And have a spot that I can claim to be my own and relax and unwind. Like, to me, when you do that, you're setting the tone for what you want to be in that environment. Peace. I want him to have at least a chair. Damn, a chair? At least get him a chair. That's his. He can come home and be in that. It's a beautiful thing, man, when in this concept, the name of the show is basically, pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Place of peace.
Oh, okay.
Relax. That was crazy.
Pop.
Yo, you see how quick I had to give an explanation for the title? Pop, man.
You had to.
What would pop do for you?
Soda pop?
I would have said soda pop. I just said pop. And you said, you went crazy. Like, did something pop in your mind or something?
I don't know what. You said,
I don't know what.
I didn't know if you talking about. I didn't know if you
Yeah.
were talking about pop. Like,
Yeah.
Like, what we trying to talk about that about?
Place of peace, man.
They
You're
said-
right.
yeah.
That could have been our father.
Yeah.
I could have
I
said
was
that.
confused.
That's not what you look like. They're going to see this. You're excited.
Hey, what?
You definitely looked excited. You heard something
Why
about
was
pop.
I excited?
Okay, if pop and then off came behind it, what would you think? Pop off. It ain't gonna be Peter. Wow, maybe it is Peter. And here we are. We haven't missed a beat. Oh my God, Peter Pop. Relax. But anyway, that's me.
What is wrong with you tonight?
Nothing wrong. I said pop. I told you the name of the show. It's a place of peace. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we got to get to a
Pop
place.
goes the weasel. I ain't know what we was talking about, man.
You can do that. You can do that. You know. All I'm saying is that the fact that we recognize a place of peace is necessary in our life. We have to do that.
Right.
At the very least, right? So, like, I'll ask you that question. That's a great point. You said sis got you a recliner. Right. So that when you come home working, you got a place where you can go and unwind. get comfortable, be at peace.
My wife buys me pretty dope gifts, man.
That's what's up. Now, my question to you is this. What is it? Okay. Where's your place of peace, physically and mentally?
Physically and mentally?
Both of them.
At the exact same spot.
Okay, that's great because some people don't have that luxury.
Which is the DJ booth.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Why is that the place?
I don't have anxiety in the DJ booth.
Okay, that's awesome.
Like that's awesome. I've never had anxiety in the DJ booth.
That's what's up.
I get to hear good music, and I'm dancing and I'm bopping at the same.
So that's the mental and physical.
Yep.
That's good.
All in the same spot.
That's good. When did you realize that was that for you?
Literally, probably earlier this year.
After how many years?
29.
So what's crazy is it's been serving you. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's been serving you all 29 because you got to learn. You go through the process of different things, different situations. But it took you 29 to at least acknowledge
29, 30. Yeah.
29, 30 years to acknowledge that was a place of peace for you mentally and physically. You know how many people don't know that?
Right.
Because peace and quiet is a lot of times what people bring up. They say, I want peace and quiet. But what if you can't get quiet? Should you not still want peace? If you can't have both peace and quiet at the same time, do that mean that you stop searching for peace?
Peace is a must.
Right. Because you're going to be quiet and alone and be in one of the most, hell-like places, chaotic places, which is your mind.
Right. Which is your mind.
What made you do that? Told y'all, man. I don't know what made that. I don't know.
That sound like what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Living Color skits or something, or something like that.
Possibly.
Or Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Let me get back to my notes. How do you determine who you can share the piece with? Right? Let me read it the way I wrote it. How do you determine who you can share that space with, and how do you protect it from those who may challenge that piece?
I think I have a great way of blocking them out. Because I don't really get it a lot, but it did happen recently.
Okay.
I don't really go into detail, but I realized that I gotta just be firm and show them I don't need you to be here right now. But most of the time, the only people that come up there is just random people anyway that I know.
Right.
They're not that. If I know or you ask me who I can determine from a distance,
however you protect it. You know what I mean? Ask for a place of protection. Yeah.
Somebody coming because they didn't hear their favorite song.
Okay.
But yet the dance floor is completely full.
Yeah.
And tell me I can play. You don't know what songs to play. And I'm like, ma'am, look at that.
Look around.
Well, sir, look at what's going on.
Yeah.
I need you to have a seat.
Yeah. Well, you want them to dance, right?
No, that person just get out my face.
Okay, that's a nice way.
Because I'm here to do a job.
Yeah.
But I ain't saying like that. I said, ma'am, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's speaking for itself.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Because I could be polite and do it. I don't get ignorant with people.
Yeah.
Because you never know who the person is.
Well, I don't think ignorance, when you think about protection, anything else.
Right.
Even if you're not talking about your peace, there's a way that you protect anything.
Right.
Right? Some people, if you protect your home.
Yeah.
If you put an alarm on your home, are you putting the alarm to keep you in the house or keep people out the house?
Keep people out the house.
Okay. You all right? You ain't had to think about that, right? That wasn't a trick question. You put the alarm on to keep the world out. Yeah. You ain't putting the alarm on to keep you. What you need to secure yourself in the house for? You got locks for that. You don't need to do that. Why would you be doing that? That's why I'm asking from that perspective. Sometimes we do things and we don't understand exactly why we're doing things, but then sometimes we actually know. I'm doing this to keep this element from disturbing this.
Right.
That's the point. That was why I was asking that question. You said you could see it from a distance. You got to figure you've been in the DJ booth for 30 years. Let's do that. Mm-hmm. You've seen every kind of customer. I promise you, you've seen every kind of customer. I ain't got to be there.
I have.
Okay. You've seen the customer that's very easy to get along with. You got some people that can give you everything to a T so that when that day comes, you knock it out the park. Don't nobody disturb you. You put forth your best effort like you always do, and it's a phenomenal situation. And then you got other people. And with other people, you got to turn around and make a decision on whether or not you're going to let them disturb your peace or not. So you can determine that by what? What determines it? Like, what do you see in a person? I guess that's the question. And maybe you got tunnel vision, bro. I'm not saying you have to have anything.
A lot of times I have tunnel
vision.
Okay,
that might be your way of protecting it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things in life, that's what we'll do. We'll put the blinders up on things to protect things a lot.
That's really what it is.
Okay.
Now, I'm not trying to be smart. I know you're not saying it, but, like, I'm just saying to myself, like, I go pretty much tunnel vision because I'm here for the job that I'm doing.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I got to keep doing what I'm doing.
And that may be it.
So I kind of ignored the hell out of them a little bit. You know what I mean? Unless they catch me in that right spot where I got time to. Because here's my thing. I could be get ready to do something, and somebody come walk and they talk right here on the side of the headphone. Why the headphones on the full ear? And they be like, that's how I sound, just like that. It was like, they be sound like a beat, like you know what I mean?
Right.
So now I hit it with the strong, with the little one right quick like that. Drop it.
Okay.
Then I say, what was you saying now?
Yeah.
Play something. Then it might be the next song coming on. I'll be pointing like this.
What if it's outside the booth though?
Yeah.
I think the booth's easy for you. Let's take it outside the booth. What if it was outside the booth?
The only other place, I mean, I do feel comfortable at other places, but when we talking about full peace, you were on vacation in the islands. Okay.
You went out there specifically to celebrate your anniversary and to be in a peaceful, wonderful environment.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. I know what you mean.
No, I'm just repainting another picture because I think that your bro, remember we talked about this earlier, repetition.
Yeah.
I think you've done the DJ thing for so long.
Yeah.
That even if somebody was to ask you to write it down, I can see you now saying, "Bam, it ain't nothing for me to write that." You kind of just got to develop it.
Well, no, what I was about to talk about was just being home.
Okay.
So I was about to say I don't have to block anybody out at home because I'm always comfortable when inviting, but don't nobody bother me or come around me like that anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody's all off to the same thing. So that might be why it's so peaceful still at the house. You know
that's probably it.
Yeah.
The house, the house to
that's
me, is one of those places. You know how you got a center control of something.
Yeah.
So the house is to me is the center of my life in terms of like that's where I'm always going to come back to. Right.
Right.
So I think everybody, unless you're actively just trying to be a disruption,
right?
I think everybody got the same goal there.
Exactly.
So there is a little bit different.
I'm just chilling, man.
Right. Everybody got the same goal there.
Yeah.
So we don't. I don't. That's why I never use home because I think everybody kind of.
I just had to say, but you saying outside the house, like you said, DR. I'm on a trip sitting there and I see somebody. How do I determine? A lot of times you can kind of see their energy, how they're moving, how they got to be aggressive.
Okay.
I don't need aggressive energy around my piece because why are you so aggressive? Like for example, you told me what was it, like a month or two ago?
Yes.
When you went to Boardwalk Hall.
Yep.
To see
first guy.
Anthony. So what's up there?
I promise you. Yeah. I just looked at the video. I didn't catch him the other day.
And you looking like, what the? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Had the potential to make the night crazy.
Right. This is what I'm saying.
It could have, yeah.
And you saying that type of energy, will keep him the fuck away from me for the rest of the night, man.
Yeah, they did.
Don't have him around him.
Yeah. I think you're right.
I thought I broke something.
Yeah, nah. The internet, hopefully, when they see this. You know what I mean? But nah, one of the things I think is vital is back to Peter McWilliams.
Yeah. Find a peace within.
It's the peace within. I think when you make it's like the alarm thing, like we were talking about.
Right.
When you set the alarm at night, if anything breaches any kind of entry into
the threshold,
it goes off. An alarm goes off. Right. And I think that's kind of how we move sometimes as people. Right. Like once you kind of master what your piece is or how to get to your piece, I think we put up alarms, and we should. Right. We can feel when somebody's trying to be compromising. Right, we can see when people are trying to just be intentional to actually come in and disturb our people. We can see it. I don't think it's like you said, bro. You can look across the face expression of a person across the room and say, "Up, here come, whatever this is about to be." You understand what I'm saying? And then as they coming across the room, whatever that situation consists of, you already got a plan for it. Because, like I said, after 30 years, you've seen every client.
Right.
You've seen every guest. You've seen every party goer. You've seen them. You've been amongst them, not even just as a DJ, but even in the crowds of it. You know what I mean? I think that's what my question was. I mean, you answered it. I think tunnel vision eventually develops in anybody that understands the value of their piece. I think once we break past the point of trying to please everybody, peace is more attainable. I think part of the reason why peace is kind of tough to attain sometimes is because it comes at a premium of possibly not making somebody else happy. That makes sense to you?
Right.
Possibly not being able to make somebody else happy is the price. I guess that's my question to you now. Are you willing to pay the premium to protect your peace?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So then you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Like most people, like I said, you talk to them, they want to know how do you do certain things, and you say, okay, well, what are you doing now? And they try to tell you, and that sounds to me like you're trying to please everybody.
Right.
You want your piece, but you're trying to please everybody at the same time. That's not a possible thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let me ask you this, though, right? Generally speaking, and I've seen this. I've actually asked other people this question as well, bro. You know, what happens with staying out the way and keeping to yourself isn't enough? Like when you staying out the way and just keeping to yourself, what happens when that's not enough?
I go home, man. What I got to do?
And the reason why I say that is because that's why the point that was like, the point that I was making with the centralized, with like the home being a centralized nervous system.
Like I'm trying to figure out what the fuck else I'm supposed to be.
No, because some people. All right, so you ain't never heard nobody make a statement.
Yeah,
I'm just staying out the way, man.
Yeah, I say it all the time.
Okay, well, what happened when staying out the way and keep it to yourself ain't enough?
But it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just go home, man. No, seriously, I just get out.
Good.
I get out the way.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, if protecting your peace, here's the thing. It's again, I got to go back to the video game analogy.
Mm-hmm.
You remember some of those adventure games you was moving around and you was doing what you're doing, and your man started getting tired, your character, and you had to go where? Home. So you can rest, like GTA or something, and go to sleep and recharge.
Yeah.
So when you see you was getting tired and you see that's to protect your peace is what our charges our battery. That whether people realize it or not, your peace charges your battery.
Yes.
So when you're out there and you're moving around, you're like, okay, you getting ready to drain my peace. I got to go home. And rest. That's all. That's all that's going on.
Like I said, I think the main thing with peace that brings like tough times for people, honestly, bro.
Yeah.
It's the premium.
Right.
It's the price you got to pay for it.
Right.
And I think that because you know how many people you can be honest with them and say, bro, I like being around you until you start drinking.
There you go.
Once you start drinking, they start messing with my, you know what I mean, as he picks his drink up. And that's cool because he's not like that. And he's like that, you know what I mean? But you got some people that got to make a decision, right? Like, I want to spend some time with you. I want to kick it with you. You my homie. But when you sit there drinking too much, you know what I mean, boom, it throws the night off. You got to make a decision. Does that mean that you can't hang out with your homies no more because of the fact that, or the homie no more that, because they keep drinking and they get a certain type of way? You got to make a decision. You got to make certain things. I think the price, the premium, is the thing that keeps people in more tough positions than the actual search for peace. I think the people pleasing, the desire to make sure that everybody is a fan, everybody's happy, everybody is cool, everybody is, all of these things is what separates people from getting to the peace that they probably really want versus the peace that they have to settle for. Like, I want the whole piece. I don't want a piece of the piece. Make sense?
Right.
And if the difference between that situation is you look at a person, you say, dang, that person always stay to themselves. But when you look at them, it look like it's less confusion ever going on around them. Don't mean that they don't have tough times. They just realize that if I'm going to deal with a tough time, I'm going to deal with my tough time.
Right.
I ain't going to deal with my tough time, your tough time, that tough time, that tough. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is I think that most of us can find that pop, that POP, once again, that place of peace. When we understand that the premium may come from a place of us having to say, you know what? I'm not going to subject myself to that. And if that means I'm spending less time here,
right?
I'm not around as much. I'm not going to be doing as much. If that's the price, are you willing to pay it? And that's the question that goes into that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? What we looking like? Questions?
Whenever you want to get some questions, you want to go with the questions.
I got some.
With the questions.
I got some. Let's get to it.
This is another episode of Good Questions. The question was, did I hit the tap or did I miss the button? Now, let's get to it. Let's go, man. P gonna ask me a series of questions, and I'm gonna have answers. I'm gonna have some.
I know that's right. That I am never concerned about.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm from around the way.
I'm leading with something.
Yeah.
Best line that Denzel may have said ever in life.
Yeah.
Other than King Kong
ain't got nothing on me.
Okay.
Or I'm not gonna bury my son.
Yeah,
my son's gonna bury me.
Yeah, John Q, that was a good movie too. If you could only have one, which would it be? Peace or freedom, and why? You can only have one: peace or freedom. Now, clarity for freedom. You're not incarcerated or anything like that. I got to make it an even playing field. No, I mean, because I just want to be clear. Clarity.
Yeah, you're right, because sometimes I do get a little wild with it. I think they're one and all. Like, I think freedom is peace.
Okay, I can understand it, but if you had to pick one.
So, again, because you have to have the definition of it, I'm going to go with peace, because obviously I got freedom if I'm there.
That's cool, whatever your answer is. Yeah, so you're going to choose peace? Yeah. So I'm going to say peace. I'm going to say peace, too, because, like I said, there's a difference between when people a lot of times make the statement about peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet.
And I may say to a person, you may get peace, you may not get the quiet.
Nah, because it's not going... Once you know your peace, it's going to get challenged.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when stuff gets challenged, it's usually not quiet.
Because it's inside of you. It's inside of you. When you think about quiet is more external, right? The peace should be felt internal first. So you may not get peace and quiet. Like, you may not get peace and freedom. You may be in a situation where, you got band-aids, whatever you got to do, and you searching for peace.
I just think peace is...
Peace to me got to be the center.
Outweighs all of it.
It has to be.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I agree.
So I definitely would say peace.
Yeah.
Do you think inner peace is something you find or something you build?
I think you build it.
Okay, elaborate on that one.
Jesus was a carpenter, which means he was building.
That's a fact.
We use an analogy when he would be talking.
That's a fact.
He was building.
That's a fact. On a multitude of levels.
Right. Those guys were already very head smart, good people.
Mm-hmm.
But they never understood peace until they built with him. That's why
there we go.
When you look at the book, they're able to teach the gospel. So in order to teach anything, you have to learn it.
Yes.
So you have to work your way to peace. So we think we're looking, but the entire time we're naturally building. Because subliminally, our subconscious is doing it anyway.
Yeah.
But you just got to realize and align with your subconscious and say, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Fact. Where's mine?
I sit here and I amaze myself often in the DJ booth, be like, yo, this is where my life is supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I've been doing it for 30 years, basically. So
both things can be true.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I don't recognize it until I feel it.
Yeah, I understand.
And I had to build my way to feel it.
Bro, when I tell you I understand, I understand.
That's what I said. You build it. Yeah. You build towards it.
I mean, I agree with you. I think building to it requires you, like anything else you build, it requires tools. It requires material.
Right.
Time. And a plan.
Bit my lip, man. My bad.
Damn. Who you saying my bad to? It was your lip. You apologize to yourself.
So, like with wild fake faces.
That's okay. I didn't, I hope you're okay, man. You know what I mean? But you need, when you're building some material, once again, tools, plans.
You gave it Miss Cosgrove.
Yeah. Yeah, you're all right. You just apologize. I'm sorry. To who? Like, that's crazy. So no, I think that you do build it, but I think sometimes our building comes by way of.
Man, I'm be in tears today, man.
I think our building comes by way of us recognizing that at some point or another, finding, because the question was finding peace or building peace.
Right.
That means I'm searching for it externally, right?
But internally,
I have the tools, right?
Yeah.
I have the plans,
and I'm building it.
I have if you're building it, then you're intentional. But I think if you're actually, trying to find it, that means that you don't think that you have what it takes to create it on your own.
So I hear what you're saying. I think experience allowed me building what I've been building, like just what I'm doing with my DJing thing and career and everything.
Right.
Made me feel like that's how I had to build, and I still feel like we have to build. But finding it, because I think I found it earlier in life,
right,
than most people.
Mm-hmm.
And I would notice it, but didn't know that I was noticing it. So that's where the building comes in.
Yes.
That's
absolutely,
because it would be a time in my life when if I'm not doing it, I feel lost.
Yeah.
And then when I get hot, then though, here's the thing: the human side kicks in as well. Because once I'm doing it too much, it's like, I'm wearing myself out.
Yeah.
So you still have to have that balance.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I said. I think building.
Right.
Once again, to reiterate, just my point was, you gotta have the tools, right? And you gotta have the plans,
right,
material,
right,
and you have a willingness. Is the last part, a willingness to learn. And your history, like you said, bro, things that you experienced in your past. That's just the blueprint. Not the blueprint. That's the thumbprint of what you were dealing with that made you learn how to recognize those things and because, bro, you could have easily made year one your last year.
Yeah.
30 years only became possible because you was willing to go 29 and keep going. Yeah. That's just the way that worked. So, I think that's a good concept in terms of building it versus trying to find it. What's one boundary you set that immediately improved your mental clarity? Just one boundary. Not something that basically, obviously, contributed to it, but one thing that you said, we're going to stop here. We're going to stop
here. I'm several of them, but
I can tell you definitely I know what happened with mine.
With me, it's pretty much my time. I don't like people wasting my time.
Okay.
My time is valuable. Even if I'm out somewhere alone and just having a good, just not doing much, and I didn't have to be there.
So that's your boundary.
Yeah.
Wasting your time.
Wasting my time.
Don't waste. So you can accept whatever this thing is over here, but when you get to the point where you start wasting my time, we got an issue.
Yeah, because I could be home.
Right.
Because I like being home, bro.
Or because you value their time as well,
right?
And because of the fact that you respect their time, so why can't they respect yours?
Yeah, but right.
But I'm not answering.
Like now, no, you're right. But now, if I know I'm gonna be a little late, I always reach out. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be a little late. Something.
Absolutely. That's still acknowledging the value of their time,
right?
Because you could have said nothing and just showed up like you was on time, but you wasn't.
Right.
But you respect them enough to say that.
One time, a guy was thinking to hire me for his event that he was doing weekly.
Sure.
He started. Reached out to me. Somebody referred me. He reached out to me. Asked me to come meet him at 6:30 at his location. I get there about 6:15. Next you know, it's 7:15. I'm like, hey, he ain't coming tonight. He ain't coming tonight. He told me to meet him here.
Right.
They called. Oh yeah, I did. Tell him my bag. Tell me to meet next week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And he called the next day. Man, my bad. Blah blah blah. So he called again. Go next week. Basically, the same thing happens.
Right.
So maybe 2-3 weeks go by. Reached back out to me and asked me to meet him. I said, okay, I'll meet you. I think it was 6:30. I got there at 7:15. Hey, man, you had me waiting 45 minutes, this and this and that. I said, boss, you rescheduling me 2 weeks in a row. And I waited 45 minutes both times. You ain't like it. You don't like that, right? Like, you wasted my time.
You know what happened?
I ain't get the gig. I didn't care.
So that was a principal move.
Yes.
Yeah. I ain't mad at that. You know,
yes.
You felt like playing. You chose
no, bro.
Move today.
At the end of the day, that business conversation was about one thing: us coming to an agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
To do business together.
Yeah.
And business requires money.
Yeah.
And time is money.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if he tells me that he wanted me to be at this establishment weekly at 6 for the music to start at 6:30, and I turn it on at 7:15 every week, he got a right to be upset because that wasn't what the agreement was. So if you can't even really meet the agreement at the meeting,
yeah. So when you came week 3,
right?
After because you said
right.
Let me ask you something. When you walked in there at 7:15 intentionally, because I know my brother, you walked in there saying,
"Now let me make something clear. Hold on. It wasn't necessarily intentional. Let me tell you why. It was a weekday. I was at work longer that day.
Okay.
I could have went straight there from work.
Yes.
I didn't. I went home and took a shower. I said, because last 2 times,
yeah,
he stood me up. So I didn't intentionally say, I'm going to just be late.
Okay. Let's do this.
But still, go what you were saying.
So the point I'm making is this, though. All right. He got stood up 2 times.
Yeah.
When you went home, was there ever a part of you that said, yo, man, I'm going home, take me a shower because this guy ain't going to be there at that time.
Right.
So when I say intentional, what I mean by that is you chose to actually kind of go against your normal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's where the intentional part I'm talking about with that situation. So when you went against your normal and he got there, let me ask you a better question. If you walk in there and he go, hey, man, what's up? And he don't say nothing about you wasting his time, how would you have felt? Even though you know that the original arrangement was to meet at 6:30. Even if he met you with when you came in on week 3, yo, man, how you doing?
You right. It wouldn't bother me. He triggered me with his words when I first got
See what I'm saying? So when you did it,
Right.
This is almost one of those things. We talking about peace.
Right.
You almost went in there. Me on the outside looking in, saying to myself, I almost hope he got a problem with the fact.
Nah. I didn't go. I still didn't.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that.
I did.
But going against the grain of being on time
because
to show up at 7:15.
Because you know mentally, bro. I always want everything to go smooth. I really want everything to go forward. I was interested because first of all, when you stood me up the first week, I shouldn't even allow you.
Because here's the funny part.
Stand me up a second week.
You're right. But 7:15 was never the time.
No.
It was always wrong.
Right.
So when you showed up at 7:15, technically speaking,
yeah,
you were being intentional.
Right.
Right? You were wrong. He was wrong 2 weeks in a row. 2 wrongs don't make a what?
Right.
Okay. All right. So we
third
good.
ain't doing.
Come on, bro. What we talking about? So the point that I'm making in that situation is when you went there.
Right. I know what you said.
So if you turned around and said, my man, even if he don't say anything, and he like, yo, man, what's up, man? You be like, yeah, man. You know, me knowing my brother well enough to know, I'm not in your mind, but I speculate. There's still that part of you that's saying, you still was wrong as 2 left shoes the past 2 weeks having me come here.
Oh, no, I wasn't, bro. I wasn't even tripping on it no more. Let me tell you why I know I wasn't. Because I showed up the 3rd week, the 3rd time.
I know.
I would have, no, I really wanted the meeting to go smooth and everything. But it's when he said what he said. I'm saying, you know what? No, I gotta let you know from the start.
Okay.
I gotta let you know right now. Because if you think you about to disrespect me right now, if I'm doing business with you, gonna think no. But that wasn't my. I ain't going with.
Because you could have called.
But I ain't going with her. I wish your mother.
You could have called and said, my man, hey, how you doing? Whatever his name is. You know what I mean? I'm going to be there at 6:30, man. I've been coming the last 2 weeks at 6:30. You haven't been there. Are you going to be there at 6:30? Because if you're not going to be there, I'm not going to allow you to waste my time, and I'm not going to waste yours.
Oh, yeah.
You know what you did? You went home. You said, I'm getting a shower. Get ready to go to work. Because that's the professional in you. See, the pro in you always going to be the pro. Yeah. And you showed up there. And 7:15 came. And you showed up, and my man made one error. He made one fatal error.
You will always be the pro.
The pro in you going to always be the pro.
And that then the blow in some
I'm not doing that.
Go always be the blow.
We're going to move on from that. So mental clarity, the time. I'm going to say this. My boundary in terms of protecting that mental clarity, that's contributed to my mental clarity is, my wife taught me a technique she learned in a seminar.
Okay.
I came home. I used to bring work home. I would have conversations with her with things about work she knew nothing about, and she would sit there and allow herself to be the sponge for me. And I never even gave her a chance to be able to embrace the fact that I was home, because I would bring work from work to home, and I would lay this on her, so to speak. And she taught me about a technique that she learned in a seminar when this guy said he had a similar situation, and his wife had him put a light switch in the garage. The light switch wasn't connected to anything. It didn't control any lights. It didn't control anything. But the light switch was to symbolize that when he got ready to go to work, flip the switch up, boom, switch is on. Be whatever you need to be, however you need to be when you're in that situation. When you come home, do me one favor. Before you walk in the house and you're in the garage, do me one favor. Click the light switch down. And the light switch basically symbolized that when you got home, whatever happened out here, hit the switch. You got to cut it off, because in here had nothing to do with out there. Mm-hmm. So my boundary became that light switch. And I started applying the light switch analogy to everything else. You know what, P? You can always use foresight to see it. I can use that analogy.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting ready to go into a situation and I need my head to be a certain type of way. I got to find that mental light switch. And so that switch, my wife came home respecting that peace that we're talking about, because once again, home being a centralized nervous system for most people, she understood I need to find a way to help my husband get back to that peace when he gets here. So it was the switch. So that was that one. Last question. We'll close these out. If someone is listening or watching, feels overwhelmed right now, they're watching right now, listening right now.
Right.
What's one thing that they can do today, piece of advice that you have, to help them reclaim just a small piece of peace? Okay.
Because if you believe in prayer, regardless of what you're praying to, you're talking to your inner self.
Okay.
Pray, though.
I like it.
You got to pray.
Okay.
However you pray, whether you just talk to yourself out loud or you just talk to yourself in there, and as long as it's in a positive manner.
Yeah.
Speak life over your life.
I like that.
That's really what it is.
I like that.
Speak life over your life.
I like that. If I had to offer any kind of anything that I would help a person, I would say, first off, find the desire for peace first.
I'll tell you what I thought you was about to say when you finish, man. When you finish.
I eat, man. The time. So desire, right?
Yeah.
Find the desire first. Make sure you're not just saying that you want peace if you're not prepared to pay the premium. I would tell anybody that. What's the premium? The premium means that you may not make everybody happy while trying to find your peace.
I like that.
So first I would say, create the desire to want the peace.
Right.
That's first.
Right.
And ask yourself, what's preventing me from getting there? So that you can understand what the premium is, what the cost is. So that you can start putting yourself in position to answer these things and create the pathway to get to the peace.
Right.
Because I think until you create, it's like any other pathway. Until you have a desire to get from A to B, you know A to B exists, but if you don't have a desire to create a pathway from A to B, then you'll never move. You don't know if it's left, right, straight, forward, up, and down.
You got to keep your sight on peace, too.
Well, once again, it starts with desire.
Right.
Most people, it's easy to say. Like I said, if I said peace, the next person, the average person, to say quiet, because they've heard it so much. Peace and they'll finish it. Quiet.
Love.
Or peace and love. They'll do that, right? Now, you understand that those things require work, right?
Peace, God.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He please, man. So you got peace and quiet, peace, and love. You know what I'm saying? Like you said.
It's a blooper right there.
But the concept of it is that it all starts with peace. Take us out of here, man. This guy, man.
Why you stop, man?
It's time to get out of there.
That was another episode.
It was so smooth. This guy, man. Take us out of here. Yeah, you took us out?
Yeah, I did. I was like the music ride a little bit. It was giving me peace, man. Yeah, man. This has been episode. Y'all know what episode this was. Episode 232. That's it. Yeah. 232. You thought I was doing a peace sign. I was doing it too. That's what we was doing. Y'all know y'all can hear this episode and hear all the episodes on all your favorite podcasts and streaming sites like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Audible, Red Circle, and anywhere you hear your podcasts at. Pete, tell them where they can see us at.
You can catch us each and every week right here on our YouTube channel at The Porch Podcast. Please remember, if you have not done so already, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button. Tell a friend to tell a friend about your favorite podcast, The Porch Podcast, man, to tune in and check out your brothers. I want to end it with this one, man, a quote of the day going on the outro element of it, man.
I like that.
Like always, I want to, well, not all go like always. Recently, we added this here. Peace is not something that you wish for. It is something you make, something you are, something you do, and something that you give away. Once again, peace is not something you wish for. It is something you make, something you are, something you do, and something you give away. That's by Robert Fogel. Think about that, y'all, before y'all get ready to get out of here, man. Think about that, man. That inner peace, man. Find it. Find it. You deserve it. Trust me, it makes life a lot more manageable.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe. All right, family? Peace, y'all.
Who on the porch? Let's go.